Frankly speaking, I'm here now. Let's run it.
Yo. What up, people?
Yo,
Good evening, everybody. Happy Wednesday. It's hump day in this thing. I hope y'all have been having an excellent day so far, and hopefully, it's getting ready to get even better now. Welcome to Frankly Speaking. This is episode 2, technically, of season 2, but episode 24 in it all. I appreciate everybody that's been rocking with me from Get Co. We are live on Facebook. Hey, Auntie. We are live on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch tonight. So let's run it up. I want to introduce you to some very special people. I didn't come by myself. It's no longer my show, but it is indeed our show. Got the wonderful Miss Tashiana at the bottom. Say what's up, Tashiana.
hey y'all.
Then we got Mariah next to me. Say what's up, Mo.
Hey y'all, what's going on? I'm excited.
And I'm going to turn it over to her and let her do what she got to do. All right, I'm going on mute.
First off, hey you guys, thanks for joining us. First and foremost, we want to say thank you. But second, we want you guys to like, subscribe, and share. Please share to your friends, your family, so they can involve themselves in this chat with us tonight. We really appreciate it. We got a lot to talk about. So it's really going to be a very interesting night. So you definitely want to share with everybody. Hit the share button and subscribe. So, you guys, I got a question for y'all tonight. I'm going to go ahead and just throw it out there. Today is Memphis Madness. So, I want to know, how do you guys feel about the Tigers? I know a lot of people are probably tuning in to that tonight, but how do y'all feel about
That's a
the
good
Tigers
one.
this year?
Go ahead, Tatiana. I'm gonna let you answer first.
I don't know a thing about the Tigers, okay? So let me tell you something. The last thing I know about the Tigers was when it used to be called it used to be called Memphis State, okay? I'm like the wrong person to be
That's
asking
terrible. That's terrible.
about the Tigers. It's terrible. It's horrible.
Well,
yeah, I don't know a thing about them. Sorry.
Mo, what you think?
You know what? I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm not gonna say I don't know anything, but I do normally go to Memphis Madness just for the entertainment, the people, the Memphis energy. That's really why I go. I don't really go to watch the team, but I did hear the team was pretty good. But honestly, I just go to drink, to eat popcorn, and to just feel the energy of Memphis. Normally, they have a Memphis artist. I think Moneybag Yo is actually performing tonight. But that's but you know, I'd rather be sitting.
It's gonna be live.
So.
It's gonna be live tonight.
Yeah, point acres out when it get done.
We should have went.
No, we should have been here.
What's up, my Linda?
28.8 acres out after the game.
What's up, my Linda? Hope all is well. My Linda in the building. That's who holds it down in the background on when the right one comes on Monday night. Let me tell y'all what I think about the Tigers right quick. Somebody's phone is going ham. Let me tell y'all what I think about the Tigers. I think that this year could be, if everything falls into place, if Coach Penny gets the boys to gel properly, like as they should, this could be the year we win a national championship. I'm saying it right here. I really think that We gonna have a top 5 team in the nation for sure, talent wise. It's just a matter of getting all of them to jail properly. See how it go. Money Bates is extremely talented. He will be a top 5 pick. 2 years from now, he's 17, so he can't go into the draft until 2 years from now. Um, Jalen Duran is also a lottery pick. He's gonna be pretty good, but the X factors are gonna be probably the Lawson, Jonathan Lawson, who is from Memphis, and he's coming to Memphis this year. Tyler Harris is back.
Said no, Frank.
Alo is still there, huh?
Somebody said no.
Ain't nobody studying what they talking about. Hayden. Yeah, so I really think the Tigers are gonna do big things this year.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to it. Listen, do me a favor. We're at 63 between Facebook and YouTube right now. Let's get up above that 100 tonight. So this is what I need you to do. If you're on YouTube, I need you to hit that share button, even if you're on YouTube, and share it to your timeline on Facebook and let them know we're live. Also, you can send it out in a text message. Hit that share button, hit the copy link button, and you can send that out in a text message to your friends. Let them know, frankly speaking, is live. Also, if you're on YouTube, I want you to exit out of the chat right quick and hit the like button on the YouTube. If you're on YouTube, exit out of the chat. If you're on your phone, if you're on your laptop, you can see it now. But make sure you hit that like button on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, our good friends on Facebook, I want you to tag somebody in the comment section. Tell them to come on in. I need you to share. I need everybody to share. Matter of fact, I'm not going any farther until I see at least 7 people actually share and put share. Come on, right now. I need 7 people just to share. 7 people just to share right now and put shared. Share and put shared. Share and put shared. We got a real good show for y'all tonight. It's going to be fun. It's going to be entertaining. Most of all, it's going to be informative. Thank you guys for tagging people. Thank you for sharing. I see you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, Katrina. Thank you, Cassandra. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, Nico. Thank you, Tanisha. Thank you, Kiana. Y'all going ham. Thank you, Ken. Ken Elizabeth. What's up, Daphne? Thank you, Regina. I appreciate y'all. Let's run it up tonight. Thank y'all. Thank you for sharing. I really appreciate it. All right. Let's get into the convo. Oh, I forgot this part. Listen, I ain't even told them yet. But tonight, y'all, we might do something. Matter of fact, we are going to do it. We're going to try it. We're going to see if it works.
Okay.
Tonight, for the first time ever on Frankly Speaking, we're going to have a random caller. I'm going to have a random caller. I'm going to let y'all call into the show. But I'm going to select you because I got to do some vetting. So I'm going to select you out of the comment section. And I'm going to tell you to hop in the messenger. And then I'll send you the number to call. All right? Because I can't just be putting the number out over the thing. Because ain't no telling who will be trying to call. So, yeah, we're going to do it like that. So tonight, for the first time ever, we're going to have a random participant on Frankly Speaking. That's going to be fun, y'all. What y'all think?
I think that's going to be exciting. I think it's going to be juicy.
I hope we don't get an angry caller.
We need an angry caller. I'm ready.
Jalen, what's up? Jalen got her own vodcast thing going now on Thursday nights.
Let's talk about my bootleg cup.
Look at that. Look at you. Y'all so dope.
I'll make you my girl. Look my bootleg mug. Okay.
That's so dope.
That's cute.
Y'all go on the website and purchase yours. Pre-order.
Hey. Chris, what's up, my boy? Chris supports on all of the shows that we do, and I really appreciate him. Shout out to Chris. That is Deacon Chris.
Is that him?
That is Deacon Chris.
Oh, we love you, Deacon Chris.
That's my boy. Yes, we're all doing random callers tonight. It's gonna be
Random
fun. It's
callers,
gonna be fun.
red flag. That's hilarious.
All right, so real quick, let's get to it. Real quick. So tonight, of course, we are discussing red flags.
Oh God.
It's been a hot topic all week long. Everybody been putting their red flags up, what they think about red flags. So for the culture, for the culture, I love words and I love definition of words. But tonight we're gonna give our own definitions of what a red flag is to us because it may mean something different to everybody. So I'm gonna start with Mo. Mo, what is a red? Let's just define what a red flag is.
Okay. To me, a red flag is something that puts you on guard about the next person and what you should pay closely attention to know if you want to move forward or not. That would be my underlying definition of a red flag. Something that you shouldn't ignore, that we all do, knowingly and unknowingly. You want me to get into some things that I think is a red flag?
Not yet. Just define it. Just define it.
That's my definition so far.
Tashiana, what's your definition of a red flag?
Stop, go. Stop, go. That's a mess. See what I'm saying, y'all? Stop. Do not proceed. Don't go any further. Like, it's not like, oh, we at an amusement park. For me, a red flag is it's a brake presser. It's a pauser. It's a stopper. I'm out of here.
Yeah. All right. Let me see. My definition of a red flag is something that causes you to reconsider.
Absolutely.
Something that causes you to rethink, reconsider, step back, reevaluate. To me, that's what a red flag is for me. So, real quick in the comment section, y'all interact. Tell us what your definition of a red flag is. Real quick in the comment section. Let's see if we get some good ones that may be different from ours. What is your definition of a red flag? Y'all, this is a live show, so we like to interact and get you all involved, which is always fun. Always fun because you never know what you're gonna get. Let me get just a little music going while y'all putting y'all definition. Somebody say halt. Let me play some music here. A pause, but not a stop.
God said, "You are my wife." Hey, Angel.
Angel said a character trait that is not in alignment with your personal values. Courtney Phillips says anything that goes against your core values. Ken Elizabeth, a warning sign. Jalen, definitely a caution. It makes me stop and pay attention, but too many of them is a hard stop. Teresa said a warning sign.
Is it really a warning sign?
Is it?
Is it? I don't know.
Is it?
I think we overlook a lot of red flags. I'm gonna say why a little bit later.
You turn away from it. All right. Let's get into it, y'all. So let's go to the Latasha said to pause and reevaluate to see if you want to move forward. That's good. That's good, Latasha. All right, let's get into it. So you're on a first date. What would be some red flags on a first date with someone? Y'all pray for Tashiana tonight. She she going through it.
You ain't have to do me like that.
I don't know if she gonna make it, y'all.
That was a family secret. You ain't have to do me like that. Shoot. Okay.
Oh no, she gonna make it tonight, y'all.
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna do it.
I would say, okay, first date. I would say something that you should not do on the first date is downplay, talk bad, or even bring up your ex. To me, that's a red flag. I don't like when people speak down on their exes, especially voluntarily speak down on their exes. It almost makes me feel like you're trying to cover up something that you did. You know what I mean? Like if we're trying to get to know one another and date each other on the first date, I don't want to hear about your ex, maybe your kids, but I don't want to hear about your ex. What happened? What didn't happen? Things you didn't like. Either you're not over their person or you're trying to cover up something. So I really don't like when people bring up their ex. And oh, that's a good one. Staying off your phone. I don't like that either. I don't think that's a red flag being on your phone. But to me, bringing up your ex first day negatively for sure is a red flag. I don't like it. Don't do it. I don't want a second date. Don't recommend. You know. I don't want to hear about your ex first date. It needs to be all about me. If you still thinking about the past, we don't have a future.
So if he voluntarily brings up something about his ex,
Yeah.
that's a no.
I don't like it. Oh, y'all are putting some good ones late. Oh, I don't like that. But I don't say
I
that's
can't see the comments, but a red flag for me, and this may be too early. I know we're gonna segue into this later. When you start talking about going Dutch or 50-50, like
Hold on, real
first
quick.
date?
What? Hold on. What you mean you can't see the comments?
I can't see the comments. Like
They not on the screen?
no, like if I'm looking at the comments, then I can't see y'all. So now I can see the comments. Like somebody said yellow tea. You know, if you say that you're spoiled, but I have to close out of it. You know what I mean?
Mariah, you can't see the comments either?
I can see him.
Okay.
Oh, but are you guys on laptops?
No, I'm on my iPad.
I'm on a laptop.
Oh, that's why, because I'm on my other phone.
Actually, you guys, this is my first time ever being able to see all the comments like this, and I love it here.
Yeah, because see, when you're on your phone, you can't. That's and this time I'm going to be on my phone.
Yellow teeth is a no.
What's a no?
But you have to have known that person had yellow teeth.
Okay. Can I ask you this then? Are you mature enough to date? Well, you don't have to worry about it because you have a fiance. Are you mature enough to date somebody with a missing side tooth?
Girl.
Yes, I am.
Is that a red flag?
No, it's not.
No, that's not a red flag.
It's not because okay, you guys are probably gonna judge me, but I always
judgment coming. I feel it.
because I wonder, like, at that point, I started looking like, what kind of dental and medical insurance?
Oh my God.
We need it. We're in our 30s. We need dental and medical. So then I started wondering, like, was it just an infectious cavity and we needed to get it out? Or do you not have dental insurance? And then if you don't have dental insurance, do you not have medical insurance? If you don't have medical insurance, do you not have life insurance? And it just snowballs.
Okay, his red flag for you is going to be overthinking.
Right.
But
immediately
really putting some really good ones in the comments. These are things that I probably would have never thought about.
Let me go and look. I'm about to look at my phone. Let's see.
It's really good.
All right, so for me,
Frank? Yeah.
So for me, a red flag on the first date is for sure you being late.
Anything could have happened.
No.
You mean just showing up late?
Yes.
With no explanation. I'm here now.
Yes.
Okay, I can see that. Okay.
That's terrible because tardiness, I feel like I was born with that and I'm working on it.
Listen, what's crazy is I'm late all the time. But normally if I'm meeting someone out, I'm hardly ever late. But to like regular stuff, I'm always late. But when it comes to like meetings and stuff like that, I feel as though it's kind of like inexcusable to be late unless you got like a really good excuse. That just means you got bad timing. And you have no respect already for my time.
Why aren't you being a little bit
Because
No.
I've never been late on the account of disrespect. I'm like, I just be tardy. I just and it's something I'm working on. I'm way better. But it's like I over evaluate. So it's like if I have to be somewhere at 7, what I have to tell myself now is, okay, girl, you need to like be there for 6:30. If I aim for 6:30, then I might get there 6:45, that type of thing. But I've never been late to be disrespectful. But I will also apologize when I'm late, and I won't be like, oh, the traffic or the weather. I'm like, hey, I know I said I was gonna be here at 7. I got here at 7:05. Please forgive me for being late.
Exactly. Somebody said, how are you late all the time and get mad at somebody for being late?
Because I'm not late for meetings.
So you're selectively late. See, that's
Yes.
right. I have no respect to persons, baby. I be late for everything. Like
Courtney, stay out my business.
My ex-husband used to
That's
be
my
like,
business.
when you die, we're gonna roll you in late, like the casket in late, because that's gonna be in Tatiana fashion. Like I be late to every. Well, I used to be late to everything. Now I'm working on being on time.
I'm never late.
Yeah, hold on.
At the last minute when I'm fully dressed, ooh.
This one right here.
Today, and I'm roasting you.
This right here is funny to me.
Friend never had, what?
Let's see which one.
So it's on the screen.
Oh, Lord. Oh, okay. See, it's because listen, tonight, y'all, I'm on a little phone, but I saw that showing up with kids or a friend.
That's what, honestly,
what would you do? What would you do? And we're at 79 between Facebook and YouTube. I need everybody to share. Come on in the room. Text more people. Let's get above that 100 between Facebook and YouTube. So what would you do? What would you do? This is a good one. What would you do if a guy set up a date with you and without warning on the date, he shows up with his children?
I'm such a nice person. I don't know. I probably will. Honestly, it depends on what type of environment we're in. If we're in a 5-star restaurant and you come with your kids, I might just get up and act like I don't know who you are. But if we're somewhere more laid back, I probably would just say, hey, what you got going on? Why you bring your kids? Because it's an explanation for everything. I would like for him to have communicated that with me, but obviously, you have so many fathers out here who do not do what they're supposed to do. It's almost like I can't just say I'll X that person out. I might just hear him out before I just, diss him, in my opinion. I probably just would hear him out.
Now, Miss Deborah said I'm leaving.
No.
Miss Deborah said I'm leaving.
If you show up with your children, the first thing I'm gonna think something's wrong. So I'm probably gonna be understanding. Because listen, I'm a mama all the way. So if a man shows up with his kids, for me, and maybe I'm like overthinking, and I'm like, oh wow, he has something come up, but him meeting up with me is still important to him. Wow, look at that.
Y'all are ruthless.
That's what I'm gonna think.
I kind of feel them though, but I don't know. When you put yourself in that moment, it might be a little hard to just be like, all right, bye.
Yeah, because my thing, like I see somebody saying that's gonna be the last time he saw me. Like, why? Because, for example, if a man has a date with me and then his kids call him and it's an emergency, they can't reach their mom, for example, and they're like, Dad, we need to be picked up. And he goes and picks them up, and then you still show up for a date. I'm like, well, dang, I have some level of priority importance, because under those circumstances, most people would have called and like canceled. Something came up, I can't meet you. So
would you rather he counsel?
Yes.
No, it's cool. Like if we were supposed to meet at Ruth Chris, or as my friend says, y'all know I love the prophet Andrew Caldwell. So if we were supposed to meet at Ruth Chris, and then you come with your kids, I'm like, first of all, we can all eat here, or like let's go to, let's hang. No problem.
If you show up with your kids, we gonna handle it. But if you call me and tell me you got Boo Boo and Kiki, I'm be like, baby, I can see you next time. I can meet up with you next time, because I'm not trying to ask your kids what they do at school today when I don't even know you. Okay.
Right. Okay. So it's first date. Yeah. First date. We could be, for me, we could be friends, because if you're still trying to come and you have your kids, it tells me that something pertinent had to happen for that to even be the case. I guess that's just the assumption I'm gonna make. So I'm like, instead of going here, let's hit up Laughlin Yard or Real Garden, something cool that relaxes him, relaxes the kids, relaxes me. We can all hang. I miss T, and that's that. And then we
Y'all
have a
know
conversation.
that Future song. How many kids gonna be there? We can't hear you, Frank.
Oh, I'm sorry. Look at what Clee said.
Lord Jesus, what she
If
said.
he cancels, I'm gonna think he lying. And he's still not gonna see me ever. Clee, she get on my nerves.
What did he FaceTime you?
This is a good question. How many kids can he show up with?
I'm overwhelmed by the question.
Okay, hold on. Here go another one. Y'all probably gonna be like, "Oh, dang!" And I'm gonna tell y'all right now. For as nice as y'all be like, "Oh, you so nice. You got a whole lot of wisdom." Don't nobody better not say nothing about my daddy. I'm gonna tell y'all right now in the comments. Okay. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. So I'll say this: my father was married before he met my mother, and he told her, "Look, lady, I don't have no 1 or 2 kids. My dad has 7 kids and a possible. Okay, that's just what it is." So, and my parents had the best marriage I didn't ever seen in my life. Say something. Okay. So with that being said, I don't have a limit because you have some men who have 1 kid and don't take care of them, and they trifling, they low down, or they're a barely, making it daddy. And then I have met men who have 7 kids and have great relationships with all of them. Can we afford them? Oh, okay. Do we have time and relationship with them? Oh, okay. So maybe I'm an anomaly. I don't care. Because if you have 1 kid and you raggedy with that kid, I'm not messing with you. But I've definitely, hung out with, and guys would be like, "Oh yeah, I got 7 kids."
Somebody asked. I guess I did not answer. What would I do if someone showed up to a date with their children? I would definitely assume that something happened where they had to bring their children along. And I would probably be okay. I would probably be okay if the children are well mannered. If they're not rude, if they know how to sit at a table correctly. I would be good actually.
Somebody
I
said, "What
think
if it's baby kids?"
Oh,
yeah,
he was on a 6th date. No.
yeah. I
Thank
probably
you.
would.
Like if you got baby kids and it's the 12, like you're
I
gonna.
probably would still. I probably would take care. I would probably let them order and then take care of the ticket and then leave.
Oh, he's such a gentleman.
I probably would.
Never
So
said,
are
I'm
you saying something to the
not doing
kids?
a family meeting.
Hold on. Say what, Tashiana?
I said, so are you saying something to their kids? Their kids, baby kids?
Am I saying something to the kids?
Mm-hmm. Like, let's say you really feeling her, right? And then something happens. She's like, "Oh, my kid's got to be dropped off," and you like feeling her, but the kids, baby kids, like, what you doing?
This is scratch for me.
I don't know this. I can't stand. I can't stand. Me and bad kids don't get. Me and bad children don't get along. I just can't. I can't do it.
I always feel like when your kids are bad, and I hope they don't get me in the comment. I always feel like that's a reflection of you. You know what I mean? Like completely abrupt, like bad all over the place, no respect, talking back, never satisfied, extremely spoiled. I think that's a reflection of you. So I just cannot deal with it. It's definitely a deal breaker for me. Like you can be the sweetest person ever and your kids are out of control. No, because 1, I have a son and I don't want that type of behavior around my kid. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Oh, you say it's something there. You say it's something there.
Yeah, like that's just a complete deal breaker for me. And I'm sorry. Like, as much as I like you, to me, I love my kid and I want to love your kid. And I don't want to feel like it's always a tug of war between the 2 of us because your kid is out of control. I don't want to be in public and my son up here standing like a statue because he know we don't play that. And your kid's climbing up the wall because at that point when we're a thing, your kids are a reflection of me as well. So I just honestly cannot do it. I don't care how good the man is to me. I don't work well with it because that's something that's a lack of that you did. Either you were too good of a parent and didn't say something, or you never said anything at all because now you like they can do anything they want to do. And that just don't flow over here with me. My kid know better. I can give him a look. I have never whooped my child in his life.
Yeah.
Let's say that. So it's
But
just,
you look at him. He straighten up.
yes, ma'am. And that's how I need
That's
to be.
how my mama used to look at me.
My mom used to look at me like that too. So I know she on here, but
my mama can still look at me like that.
Because it's a level of respect. You know better. You know better. You know what I mean? You know better. So it's just I don't think I could actually deal with it. And I hate
Real quick, Tashiana. What if the kids like ordering food that's more expensive than yours?
I mean,
and it said that, well, this is their normal. This is what they always do.
okay. Well, I mean, I probably wouldn't have a big deal with it, because.
Well, you wouldn't be paying for it anyway, though.
I
Put
mean,
yourself in the man's shoes.
But again, let's just do this, because I'm not, and like I said, we'll probably talk about this later. I don't have that whole well, I'm not going 50-50, but I'm the person who'll be like, oh, I'll pay for everybody type of situation. So those types of things don't matter, because I'm the type of woman, I'll pay for a first date if I like you. I don't care about that, right? So while I'll do that, I'm not dealing with 50-50. And the other piece is, I know what type of children I have. Like my daughter will tell you in the middle of the week she wants sushi, or she wants steak, or those are the type of children that I raise. Like my kids can go to different spaces and places and be okay. So if that's what your kids are used to, I'm not tripping. Now, if you got McDonald's babies, don't try to Flemings them on my watch. Don't do me like that. You see what I'm saying? But I also, again, know what type of children I have. My kids like, oh, we want to go to the concierge level at the Intercontinental because we get free cocoa, right? So my kid's not going to downgrade their life because you're not used to that. You can come on up with us. And if that's what your kids are used to, no problem. See, that's why it goes back to what? Act your wage.
All right, so let's shift a bit. One of the red flags that I saw is this one. Men calling themselves alpha males, but debating with random women online about splitting bills and submission. Let me say it again. Men calling themselves alpha males, but debating with random women online about splitting bills and submission. They said red flag. What y'all think?
You're in my opinion, you're not an alpha male. You're not. And I get it. Men get in a space where it's like enough is enough, but maybe because of the type of daddy that I had, I'm always leery of men who got a whole lot of mouth. I am. Like, I'm always leery of that. Like, I like a man who is quiet. He's like calculated. You know what I'm saying? He's not into every conversation. So yeah, you online arguing with ladies, like you're not for me. I'm good. What you think, Mariah?
When you try to be open-minded, I think that I agree with you, Tashiana. On the flip side, though, I think men are just tired. I think men are just tired of the whole women saying, not them having to do, but so much of women saying like, y'all should do this, y'all should do that, y'all should do this, y'all should do that, because we do that as women. I have to say that we do that. But I think men are just tired. They're tired of us always telling them what they know that they're supposed to do, if that makes sense. And I think so much you could have men on there going back and forth with you who very much so take care of their households. I think men just are starting to feel like they have to defend themselves all the time on social media, just the same way we feel like we have to defend ourselves. So I do agree with you on what you said. But as far as going back on social media, there very much so could be a guy who's on there paying everything, doing everything. And he could be just slightly bitter because he might just have that partner who doesn't work or doesn't do anything. And he does have to provide everything. So I'm just starting to feel like a little bit that men are just tired, just the same way we are tired. But I do feel like I do want somebody who's a little bit more laid back, who's not in the mix as much. Definitely would not date a guy who's going back and forth on social media or creating comments or situations for people to debate with. I don't like it. I don't agree with it. So, But on the flip side, I do feel like men are just kind of tired of having to defend themselves and what roles they're supposed to play. I'm so sick of that combo. And if he's too passionate about splitting bills, red flag.
Let me ask y'all this. On this splitting bills thing. Especially Tatiana, because I've heard you speak about how about partnership, about building, about creating a life together, regardless of who's making what. When y'all together is y'all together, regardless of who makes what. It's y'all, right? Have I heard you say that? Hold on, let me make sure I'm right now. And correct me if I'm wrong. Let me put you in the spotlight.
Yeah,
what you say. Okay.
Yes, you have absolutely heard me say that.
Okay, all right. So the question becomes, and real quick, if you're watching this, do me a favor, take a screenshot, tag us in it. You can see our Instagram handles right there. Tag us in it, put it on your Instagram story, if you will, and we'll be sure to reshare it. All right, back to the conversation. My question to those that feel as though a man talking about splitting bills is not manly, he's not an alpha male. At what point, for those of you who do believe in partnership, does splitting and it not mattering who's taking care of what come into play? Does it ever come into play?
I don't know. Maybe I've explained it wrong, or
okay, yeah,
maybe I have
come on,
misconstrued or something.
Come on.
Let me be very clear. I
right.
expect that a man will be a protector, a provider in every sense of the word, right? And so that's why I call myself a modern traditional hybrid. So like, I'll pay for a first date, I'll support you in what you have going on, but it's to get us to the space where you are the leader, you're the provider, you're the protector. I have zero, as Mariah often says, she'll preface her comments with, "Oh, I hope I don't get dragged." Y'all could drag me. I really don't care at this point. I have zero desire to be equal with the man. I'm going to say it again. I have zero desire to be equal with the man. So I'm not splitting bills with you. I'm not taking care of you. I'm not doing 50-50. I'm not doing that. I don't care if I make 280 and you make 120. I'm not splitting bills with you. Now, with that being said, what will also happen is we can have a conversation. And so if my money goes into an account to pay bills, cool. But the idea that I'm responsible for our family financially, that doesn't work for me. Like, you can kick all the rocks with open-toe shoes on and firecrackers, because I'm not doing that. I'm just not doing it, right? So I'll help put you in a position. You might not start off making more money than me, but I'm gonna put you in the position like, you gonna catch this leading. You gonna catch this leadership. You gonna catch this covering. You gonna catch this provision. I'm not doing that. If we got to sacrifice, I'm not doing it.
All right. So my question: let's use the figures you gave. You making 280 and him making 120.
Mm-hmm.
That's 400,000 between the two of you. I can do math just a little bit, right? That's 400,000. It's 400,000 between the two of you. You said, if my money is going into an account that is paying bills, okay. So my question to you is, on this good Wednesday night, on October the 13th, 2021, my question is there no merging of the accounts together? Will it remain your money and his money, or do y'all come together? All right, hear me.
No, I don't. Let's be very clear. When we get married and we start talking about marriage, it ain't no my money, your money. So that's why, it probably is just like conceptual to me. Like, I just can't deal with, oh, you're responsible for half of the bills. That just in my mind, you saying that, because for me, it's a mentality like, what? But see, if we start off and I'm doing 280 and you're 120, yeah, all of our money, we can say, okay, we'll put, 30% towards living. We're going to put 10% towards tithes, another 10% towards savings. Like I can do that. And obviously, like just mathematically speaking, more of my money is going to go to that because I make more. But the goal is so that you start to generate more money and it just all goes into a pot. But it's not going to be none of this. You make 120, so you give 60,000 and I make no. We're not doing that. I'm not playing that. I don't play from the concept of 50-50. I'm not doing it. Right?
So,
Even if that means my whole check for, a specific amount of time goes into the bank account for us to pay bills and get, I don't have a problem with that. But 50-50? No, Negro, I don't play them games.
so again, I think you kind of testified to your deliverance right there. Now, just playing, because you said I think it's a conceptual thing, because the reality is if you are admitting that no matter what you two make, that it will go into one pot. It will go into one pot. So it's no longer your money, it's no longer his money, it's no longer what he's making, what you're making. It's what y'all are making together. Period.
Right.
If the money is being extracted from that one account, paying bills, does it really matter who's making more? I'm just asking questions. I'm just playing devil's advocate for a moment. Does it really matter? If he never makes more than you, would it matter?
I mean, I guess to an extent, and this is the extent in which it matters. Why are you doing this, Mariah? And the reason why I say this is because I believe that when I connect with a man, there's something about me that should build him up and grow him wherever he is, right? So I get what you're saying if he never makes more, which is why I say that submission is not contingent upon money. Because if you are only submitting to your guy because he earns more than you, what happens if he gets laid off or something like that? Like, the submission go away. So I'm with you there. I guess for me, my goal is we should always be elevating, we should always be growing. So I just care about, are you doing the best that you can do? So maybe his 120 only becomes 180. I don't care about that. I really don't. I don't care about that. For me, am I adding value such that whoever you are, you're growing and you're doing the best that you can do? And if the best you can do is 180 and the best I do is 350, I don't care. Over here, we submit and we get up under the mission. I don't play, my money, your money. We don't do that. And I'm still gonna honor your vision and what you have going on. But men who come in with the mentality of 50-50, you're not for me. You're not wrong. You're not bad. You just not for a woman like me. I don't play that.
Mo, what's your thoughts?
Tashiana, I mean, I really like what Tashiana said, but to piggyback on that, well, in my house, we don't do necessarily 50-50, but like she said, we are definitely a team. And when I say that, it's more so like, I got this month, or you got this month, and we do have a shared account where we say, well, hey, just go ahead and handle that or handle this. And honestly, when we go out to eat, I think it pretty much is 50-50. We almost find pleasure in saying, oh, I got it this time. Or like Tashiana said, I got it this time. I won't pay for the first date though, Tashiana. I can't pay for the first date. But now that we're engaged, it has to be at an engaged level. It is almost like we just went to Moon Dance the other day and we were like, no, I got it. And he was like, no, I got it. And I was like, no, I got it. And I think we really find pleasure in that because we're a team and it really doesn't matter because at the end of the day, I feel like I'm not going to let him fall and he's not going to let me fall. So we really don't just go off who makes what. Now, in my single life, she said, it's okay. That's your fiance. Exactly. So let me go into like my single life. When I was single or just dating, like Tashiana said, that 50-50 mindset, I could not. Because what that's saying to me is I can't make it without you and you can't make it without me. Or we're not going to be able to get to a certain level unless you bring this much to the table. And I just don't agree with that. You know what I mean? Now that he is my fiance, he does make more than me, but we don't even look at it like that. We just put everything into the pot because we want to build together and grow. And whenever we try to do extracurricular, or when it's time to get down to business and pay bills, or even when it's time to invest in him or I, we just go in our pot and we pay for that. And I think that's how it should be. But when I was single, I was really like, I did feel like, and I do feel like that men should make more. I feel like Hatashiana said about whatever I do should motivate you to want to be better. You know what I mean? It should be the same on both ends. You should make me want to be better as well. So he said either you're a team or not. Okay, but I do feel like in the single world, I really okay. The old me, I never paid for dates. I felt like men supposed to pay for dates. You're asking to take me out. You're supposed to pay for dates. You invited me. But the more mature me and getting older, if I really like you and we're fully invested and committed, I would pick up the tab. But dating, I never picked up the tab. First dates, I never picked up the tab.
Look at you. Now you engaged because you grew up. My God, tonight. My God, tonight. Let that be a testimony to some of you ladies out there.
Ladies, if you're single and he asks you to go out on a date, keep your purse next to your hip. No, don't do that.
When the right one comes is in the house. What's up? Bishop Davis? Coming on your YouTube. I appreciate you. Y'all know I'm with them every Monday night with Mr. Greg Davis, and When the Right One Comes on Monday nights at 9 p.m. Central as well. Listen, it's about that time, y'all. I think it's time for the random caller. We're gonna keep talking, but do me a favor. If you want to be on the show as a random caller, hit me in my messenger on Facebook. Hit me in my messenger on Facebook. I'm going to select somebody. I'm going to give you the number to call, and you're going to be live on the air with us tonight. All right. So that's going to be fun. Hit me in my inbox on my messenger, and we're going to, what happened to Mo?
Oh man.
She just vanished.
What happened?
I don't know. Yeah, hit me in my. She'll be back, I'm sure. Hit me in my messenger on Facebook, and we're going to select someone, and you can call into the show and give us your thoughts on some of these topics that we're talking about.
Could you tell us about 50-50? I think I have an idea of but what is your take? Like, are you the 50-50 type of guy when you go out on a date with a lady?
No, never been, never will be. I am for partnership in relationships. This is how I feel. This is how I feel about this whole situation. Again, hit me in my messenger, y'all, and we gonna let somebody call in tonight. This is how I feel about this situation. I think that a man should be able to sustain himself without you before you. Let me say it slow so I can say it some more. I believe that a man should be able to sustain himself without you before you. Meaning that he has all of the things he needs to maintain a decent quality of life, before he meets you. If he has a car, if he has a house, if he has all the things he needs to make it as a human being in the United States of America, that means he's doing all right before he meets you. Now, once he meets you, if you happen to be a high earning woman or a woman who makes just as much as him, or if not more than him, then if you are in a relationship together, then I feel that it shouldn't matter who makes more. That if you're going to partnership, if you're going to build together, then it's got to be that either you're a team or you ain't.
Right.
Either you're a team, either you're gonna build together or you're not. So once it gets to the relationship phase, I think you throw all of this stuff out of the window, because that man has already proven in life that he can make it and be just fine without you. Now, the problem that I have with some women in 2021 is that Let's narrow it down, especially to our black women, because on status quo, if we look at the numbers, if we narrow down the numbers on a ratio basis, the black woman out earns the black man anyway. And on a ratio basis, there are some black men that would never make more than black women make, just on a status quo ratio. So if that be the case, then there got to be some other things about him other than making more than you that's gonna make him right to be your significant other. That's just my opinion. What do y'all think about what I just said?
I agree. I definitely agree with what you said, and it's always good to get a guy's point of view. But I agree with what you said. I was going to say something else, but I'm gonna keep it to myself.
You can say it, girl. Say it, girl.
Go say it. It's fine.
Say it, girl. Say it.
Is that the reality that we're living in? You know. But I definitely agree with you. What numbers are you looking at, Frank? That's what somebody asked you.
Well,
my mom said preach.
Well, I agree. You know that I agree because, submission and being able to follow and those types of things and be supportive cannot be contingent upon like money. There was this clip by, I can't remember who it was. It could have been his wife, but she was a woman from the Nation of Islam. And it talks about, especially in the Black family dynamic, how most things when it comes to our men, they're contingent upon money, like how much money he makes, that predicates how much respect and honor we're going to give. And it cannot be that way, because even still, what happens if you do have a high earning man and then he loses his job? Do you no longer respect him? Do you no longer follow him? Do you no longer honor him? So it can't be about that. And like I tell women, at this stage in my life, as far as dating, I don't know any guys that aren't making 6 or 7 figures. So it can't be about that. What other qualities do you have? Because what happens if you get sick? What happens if you lose that? So you have to bring more to the table than just money. Like, do I feel safe with you? Can I trust you? Because at this point in my life, when I connect with the man, I'm trusting you to lead, love, cover, and protect not just me, but me and my children. And I know a lot of paid dummies. I know a lot of paid fools, right? So, can you pray for me? Can you, and I'm an adult, so I'm responsible for my actions, but can you, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like this. And sometimes I show out just so you can show up. Like, can you put me in my place and not be disrespectful? And so I know women say, oh, you got to know how to handle me. I say that very loosely because I'm an adult. I'm responsible for my actions, but sometimes I like to get out of line just so you can put me back in line.
So you just intentionally be acting up.
Sometimes, because I want you to roll up on me. I want you to.
Terrible.
I know it's terrible, but that's just the real. Maybe some women won't admit it, but yeah, I want you to be like, who you talking to? And I'll be like, nobody. Sometimes I want to.
So listen, some of y'all scared tonight. Listen, I'm not saying you're gonna physically come on the show, but your voice will be on the show. You'll be able to call in. Not
He sure said I want to come on, but I'm not.
Not link, yeah. I'm not sending you the link so your face can be on the show. I'm just sending you. It'll be a call in, like
your operator voice,
like on the radio, Man, I lost my train of thought of what I was about to say in response to what Tashiana was saying. I think
she was acting up. That's what.
I know what I was about to say. The problem that I have with this thought process of men always have to make more is that I think a prime example is the Ari and Moneybag situation. That even though I'm pretty sure he probably makes more money than her, but her gesture for most was so outrageous for them to even conceive that a woman would do this kind of thing for a man. I feel like that's just a microcosm, and it magnifies the thought process of what it is towards men, that you have to be at a certain status to even be a man. There used to be a saying: no money, no man; little money, little man; big money, big man. That used to be the saying. That everybody that and it I mean, it's been kind of true. We all know some men that are able to pull what looks to be above their um look status because of what they make. I just put it like that. But I think it's something very twisted for us to be in a position where we say that it's okay for a woman to come up off of who she marries, but it's not okay for a man to come up off of who he marries financially. In every other way, he can come up, but not if he come up financially because of who he's married, that's seen as not okay.
Yeah, normally it is. But you know what I don't like is they made a really big hoopla about Ari and Moneybag, but you didn't hear anybody say anything about Offset buying Cardi their house in the Dominican Republic.
Nobody
Let's
said
Not,
it.
talk
not
about it.
one post for her
That was
birthday, 29th
energy.
birthday. They're like, oh, okay. Nobody really said anything about that. Like, she's supposed to be gifted a house in the Dominican Republic on her 29th birthday. But they was like, oh, Ari's silly. She should have never bought that land for him. Da 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 da. They judged her. They talked bad on her. They called her all kind of names. But nobody even acknowledged the fact that Offset literally just yesterday, or the day before yesterday, bought Cardi a whole mansion in Dominican Republic for her birthday. I think that men do kind of get the short end of the stick on that, and it's really hard for if women want to do something nice for their men. I think we talked about that on last episode, that it shouldn't even be like that. I don't know why it's like that, but it goes back to what you're used to, like Tatiana said.
Keep talking,
Devil's
y'all.
advocate,
We
though.
got a caller. We got a caller, so I got to try to work it out. Hold
Okay.
on.
And
Keep
then
talking.
devil's advocate, Cardi's a whole wife. Because remember people were saying that's wife energy. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean.
Right.
But Cardi is his wife, so at that point, I think it's like you do whatever.
Right.
Although I also agree with Ari buying him land, even though she's just a girlfriend.
I mean, because let's be honest. I mean, Offset got married to Cardi, but cheated on her publicly numerous times. She even broke up because of that. I mean, let's be real. If Moneybag wanted to get proposed to Ari and get married, he could tomorrow, and they could break up and get a divorce like it's nothing. The number one thing about divorce is money. They have money. So if this is something that they wanted to do, they could very much so do it. But I just think it's people getting in people's business and just really just worrying about something that's like, what do you say all the time, Tashiana? Worry about it's not in your pay. What do you say?
What, the act your wage?
Yeah, act your wage. But like I just feel like he didn't get any recognition for that, but they completely downplay Ari, which at the end of the day, that's her money and what she wants to do with it. If she wants to go buy him a farm with 16 ponies and 7 pigs, she could have did that. And so I just think it's just people hopping into other people's business.
I think so too, because I don't understand, what that's about. And at the point that, I guess the reason why I say this is because I take where I came from. My father is from Memphis. My father grew up in New Chicago. Okay. So even before I moved here, I've been coming here since I was a few months old, is what they tell me. Okay. So my father was from New Chicago. My mom is from Virginia Beach. Everything they have, they built it together. So I have never been of this whole, what do you bring to the table as, as some type of qualifier? Because again, I can always teach a man how to make money. Like that's nothing, right? But there's certain things you cannot teach. I can't teach you about, character, having good moral character. Like I would much rather date a man who was making $50,000, $60,000, but was committed to his family. I don't got to worry about you cheating, than $1 million man. And he's like, oh, I'm on the road. So when I'm on the road, I can do what I want to do. And I've had a guy tell me this, like, I love you. I'm going to be with you. But I really haven't had time to explore my singleness. So I want you to stay here, grow the businesses, have babies. And then when I'm on the road, what I do is my business. And are you crazy?
That's funny. Listen, y'all. So we got our first ever
Oh, Lord.
random call in on Frankly Speaking tonight. My boy Deontay is on the line. I hope this works. This is our first time trying it. Let's see if we can hear him. Deontay, say something.
What's up? What's up?
Can y'all hear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's roll.
Yeah.
Let's roll. What's up,
Hey.
Deontay? How you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. How y'all doing?
Good. How are you?
Wonderful. Well, welcome to the show. Thanks for being our very first. This is history tonight. Very first call in. How you feeling about the conversation tonight? First, tell us where you from. Where you from?
I'm from Chicago, man. Chicagoland area. Let me not false flag. I'm from the Chicagoland area, west suburb of Chicago. So,
well,
enjoying the conversation. It's my first night tuning in.
Oh man, appreciate that. Appreciate you being in the building, pulling up on us virtually tonight. Let's start with the first question we asked. For you, what's the biggest red flag on the first date?
I'm one of the people that show up late. Now I do show up late, but showing up late is definitely a red flag.
I'm with you. My God.
So you want to be the only one that got a appearance, basically.
So I'm so used to women being late. See, that might be wrong for me to say. So, I try to time myself accordingly to my previous experiences.
That's so funny. Let me ask you something. I just want to make sure you can't hear Mariah and Tashiana as well, right?
No, I couldn't hear Mariah.
Say something else, Mariah.
Hello.
Can you hear?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Cool. Just making sure we good. All right. What you think about what we was just talking about as far as men calling themselves alpha males, but debating with random women online about splitting bills and submission? How do you feel about splitting bills and submission? Do you think a man who desires to split bills is not an alpha male? Does that make him less of a man?
No, I think that I think it's all about how it's presented. For one, I think that a man should be a provider. I think he should be able to provide security and provision for the house. I think that the problem often comes in the way that it's often presented to that male, in the way of that women or people often ask for things that they're not willing to give. So sometimes we come to the table with expectations that we're not even willing to live up to. So I need you to take care of me. I need you to provide for me, but I'm not even willing to cook. I'm not, I don't have anything to offer on the other in hindsight. And I think that makes sometimes the male in this respond a little differently. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
So you want me to come to the table, good credit, pay all the bills. But the question is, what do you bring? Because you're not the only catch. I'm a catch too. So I think that's where a lot of the confrontation come in on is that let's be transparent. Women say, "Oh, he has to be this height. He got to be this size. He got to do that." But then when it's on the other end, we hate women. Like we have unrealistic expectations, and we're not an alpha man, and it put. So I think you guys get where I'm going with that. But that's the reality, I think, of what we deal with when this conversation happens.
Yeah. Ladies, y'all got anything for him?
Well, I mean, the first thing that caught my attention is that he late, but he don't want the ladies to be late.
But based off his experience, which I definitely feel like you shouldn't base the next woman's opportunity based off the last. So I don't agree with that. You know what? My thing is even with Frank said he like being late. Don't be late. If you don't like people showing up late, don't be late yourself. Okay.
But I said I don't be late to meetings
dates
nor dates.
But you're late too.
Just regular stuff. That's Deontay Lawson, right?
I appreciate him being bold enough to come. I want Deontay to give what he's trying to get. Like, that's all I want. Yeah, because if we're honest, maybe this is a little controversial, but and I don't know, because this is an assumption. I would just assume like you want your woman to like follow you. So it's like you don't want me to be late, but you late. Like, where they do that at?
Yeah, I do agree with him though when he said about women hold men to a very high expectation, but don't do anything else. Yeah, me and Tashiana aren't those women, but I do know a lot of women who do hold men to this high pedestal, who don't cook, who don't clean, who don't work, who don't take care of their kids, and they still put men on this high pedestal. So I do agree with him on that. You know what I mean? Me and Tashiana, we definitely take care of our households, but we can't speak for just us. There are women in his defense that do act like that. You
then
know,
they should book a coaching call with you because they're dusty and we're not talking about them. They don't count. I'm just saying.
Before we talk about
I'm gonna say this. I'll just put this out here in Deontay's defense, okay, right? Because I believe that when men want to lead, right, you can't want the perks and the privileges of leadership and not the rights and responsibilities. Cool. But for the women that he's referring to, y'all probably need to go ahead and book a call with Mariah because she's a whole fiance out here. But those days are done, sis. Like, you're dusty. If you want a man to take care of you, but he can't get a meal, even if you can't cook, you can first of all hit up my stories because I give you 20-minute, $20 meals.
What she is, Tatiana? She dusty.
She's dusty. You look dusty. Like, because even if you can't cook, I mean, what's up with them? What them fingers do, sis? You don't know how to order a good takeout?
yeah, and we talked about that. We talked about that last season because all the women on the panel said they cooked every night, and I said I don't, which I done switched it up a little bit.
But then you started cooking.
You know, I started
See what
cooking.
the Franklin show do for people.
I definitely was that woman who was like, you know what? I don't cook every night, but my man is gonna eat every night. I'm gonna stop by. I'm gonna get him Texas Day. Whatever I gotta get him to eat. I was that woman. So like, just because you don't know how to cook doesn't mean you can't. Hey, air fryers. That's the thing. If you don't know how to cook, but I was that woman who I just didn't have time to cook. So I did make sure my man ate, but I was not cooking every night. I didn't pretend like I cooked every night. And let's just talk about my man in the comments talking about he gonna be fashionably late. And you're not. I don't know what he's lying. He was never late on any of our dates. He's showing out because he's never late. So I need him to stop.
Man.
Carry out woman. Like, I'm gonna get you some whatever I gotta get you before I pull up to the house because I don't want to cook.
But see, that's something right there, because I have spoken to a good amount of men who work and provide, girl, and imagine after pulling a 16-hour shift, they come home and then their wives, fiancés, girlfriends, live-ins, their dusties are like, oh, can you go get us something to eat?
Hell no. Come on. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no.
I'm just saying it. So it happens. Don't be like that, because I get it. It's a different day and age. Nobody really has the desire. I mean, some women do, and I applaud it. And I'm not one of them women who like, if you don't cook, no. But I do think that you should meet the needs of your man. So there's a lot of men these days, they couldn't care less if you could boil water. They want you to be a space for them to come and lay down and talk and share. They want that laying in your lap type of energy. But I do believe that women, you have to, this is no joke. I was on a cruise. This woman was like, yeah, I deserve 4 carats. I asked her why. She said, because this P word. Well, first of all, sis, we all walking around.
Hell no. Come on. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no.
That's right. So you have to bring something more than that, because everybody has that. You see what I'm saying? Like, all the women have it, okay? So, and then they even have ones you can order off the internet, right? So we don't care. We do not care. What else are you bringing to the table? You see what I'm saying? Like, this is it. My dad, I love my dad, okay? My dad told me this. He probably put it in a compassionate way, but there's always going to be somebody better than you in some area.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right quick, Deontay, any last thoughts, man? According
Ooh,
to
I'm
for
sorry,
these
dude.
subjects
I forgot
before we say bye to you, man. I really appreciate you calling in tonight.
Yes, thank
Man,
you.
greatly appreciate the conversation tonight. My last thought is I think the young lady is right on par. I mean, bring something to the table. It's not always about on the other end that a man is necessarily looking for financial a balance, but sometimes it's looking for, as you stated, that shoulder to lean on. I'm looking for that emotional support, that mental balance after I've worked, tirelessly to provide for the family, and I'm carrying the weight of that. I think instead of leading sometimes with that what's your credit score? How much do you make a year? Oh, I need to go to. I've heard some real, hilarious things of. I need to go to Red Lobster to eat. I'm like, yeah, you're the wrong woman for me if you think that's a 5-star restaurant. But I've heard so many things. I eat at Ruth Chris. If you're not taking me to Ruth Chris, we can't go out.
That's
if
crazy.
you ain't got this, and I think again, my final thought is I think that whether you expect the man to bring something financially to the table, you should also bring something to the table. Women nowadays are saying, "Be his peace." He got enough stress going on. Bring something to the table and don't necessarily lead with what you got.
100, man. Man, well, you were an excellent caller, excellent first caller to have. Again, shout out to Deontay Lawson for calling in tonight. We appreciate you. Ladies, y'all want to say something to him before you go?
Thanks for calling in and giving us your point of view. We really appreciate it. And you're our first caller, so.
No, and thanks for not being an angry caller.
Right.
I just knew we was gonna get an angry caller.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Be blessed.
All right,
But man, he's so right about that. That's crazy to me to think that women be on the first date asking men what they credit score. Sis, settle down. Get you a salad and shut up.
Right. Salad first, because I'm gonna eat.
Dwayne, cut it out.
What's
Dwayne on here trying to start something.
These men. He's crazy.
All right, real quick. Hold on. I hope they can hear him in the comment. Could y'all hear him in the comment section? If you could hear Deontay, let me know you could hear him. I hope you just weren't talking.
Tatiana, this guy named Tony said, I think I seen it earlier. What did he say? He said bologna sandwiches will work. Y'all.
Let me tell you why he said that. That's my friend.
Tatiana just made the most fire-looking bologna sandwich on her Instagram story yesterday. She had the butter brush. She had the
Who did?
Tatiana.
I did.
She had the butter brush. She had the griddle. I was like, I don't even eat bologna, but I think I want a bologna sandwich.
Okay, so Tony is my friend. I love me some Tony. So Tony is another, and matter of fact, don't go flooding his timelines. Like Tony is another like quality dude. He's single and available too. Okay. So there's that. Quality men only. That's really all I know and mess with. But basically, girl, first of all, that was my first time frying a bologna sandwich. My dude is from the country. Okay. So the first one I made, I was like, oh my gosh, I burned it. Right. So I made another one. And then he came in and I was getting ready to like cut the edges off. He was like, baby, what is you doing? And I was like, I'm about to cut. He was like, don't
cut them edges off. What is wrong with you?
He told me, I'm from Seattle. I don't eat bologna. But he does. That was after I burnt the hot dogs, y'all. But yeah, they have the Hawaiian, how there's the Hawaiian rolls. They have the Hawaiian loaf of bread. I did that. Put some cheese on it. The second time I made it, because it was so good that first time, Daddy wanted it again. So I was like, oh, okay then. And I have fried it.
Over there. Wait a minute. You over there putting Hawaiian bread on a fried bologna sandwich.
Yes, it's so good. And you put the butter on it. Yeah,
there you go. My boy said leave them burnt tips.
Yeah. There you go.
That's Tatiana man, y'all. My boy said leave them burnt tips.
Look at that smile. Look at that. We here now, like Frank say.
Clee Dwayne said, can he take you to church? Can
who take me to church?
No, Clee. He asking Clee in the comment section.
Oh my Lord.
That's funny. All right, real quick. Let's move on. We only got about 14, maybe stretch it out to 20 minutes. All right, this is another red flag I saw. Another
Here go Dwayne. What's the number to call in?
one round of sex and he tied. They said that's a red flag. So
Depends on how good that one round is.
one round of sex and he tied. I'm gonna let the ladies take it.
What this noise was? I didn't master that noise from the last time y'all gave me. And I feel like it just depends on how good that one round is because you know I work. I'm a mother. We probably was up all day. If it's one good round, I'm good with that. Good night. Depends now. If you're giving me a little short round, I'm gonna need another round. I'm just, but yeah, no. He done. Yes, a red flag. Y'all need to stop. Trash. Y'all need to stop.
That's on me.
I'm okay with it. It just depends on how good that one round is. I'm I be done too and ready to cuddle and go to sleep. Like, come on, like
Tatiana, what you say?
What I say about what?
The question.
About the one round?
Oh.
Okay, fine. You know, I'm a quality over quantity.
Good night.
What happened?
My mama said good night.
Oh Lord. Yes, I'm a quality over quantity. So I don't care about that. To me, my goal, I hope you is sleepy when we done. If you up ready to conquer the world afterwards, I feel like something's wrong.
Hold up. Wait a minute. So y'all mean to tell me y'all ain't never sleepy after one round?
Who, me?
Both of y'all.
I'm sleepy after one round.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't think about quality.
Okay. That's why code word they be sleepy after when they say quality, that means after one, they're sleepy.
Who was that said Jay Holiday? I want you to put me to bed. If I'm up ready to conquer the world, I'm looking at you sideways.
They talking about something. Y'all full of it in the comment section. Real quick.
They really are.
Real quick. Let's answer. Let's do a poll. Let's do a real quick poll. Is one round enough most nights for you? Is one round enough most nights for you? Yeah, real quick. I got 60 seconds.
Play a
Negatory.
Angelica, you need to quit. Chris, boy, shut up.
Right.
He needs to go to bed. 30 rounds. Yeah, he over 30, I'm sure.
Ain't it?
Angelica, yeah, I got work in the AM, baby.
All right, what y'all think the vote was? It looked kind of, I don't know. It looked kind of even.
Not the work in the morning, honey.
Who cares if it was 4 times and all 4 of the times it was trash? No.
All right. I seen another one while we're on this, and we're almost done. If while in that one round he says you gonna have my baby, that's a red flag. What y'all think?
What?
If he says you're gonna have my baby, is that a red flag?
Yes.
If you don't want to have his baby, it is. But right now, like if my dude be like, he can look at me and he'd be like, "Ooh, I can't wait until you have my baby in there." I love it. And we don't even be having sex. I love it. I be wanting to get, like, one day I looked at him, I was like, "Ooh, this is weird." And he was like, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah, because I want to have sex." Let me tell you something. This is so hard. Because I just want to give him all I have. Right. He might get me. But man.
All my life I had to fight.
Your man said, "I can't wait until you have my baby."
Oh, I can't wait. I mean, I've just never had this feeling because, like, when guys would say that before, like, "Oh, you're such a good mom," I'd be like, I'm cool. Now I'd be like, "Oh, I want to give the man of God all I've got." I'm just saying.
Oh Lord, y'all got me. My head hurts.
So,
Y'all got my head hurts.
question, real talk. Both of y'all get. Never mind. I'm not gonna do y'all like that.
Yeah, do us like that. Go ahead. You want to do us like that? What is it?
The question to Frankie is, since you want to try to put us on the spot, I thought this was about red flags, but no.
Okay.
Since Frank want to put us on the spot, have you ever told a woman that and didn't mean it?
You've never told a woman that, or you've never told her and didn't mean it.
No,
Let's be clear.
I can't ever recall being and those words came out of my mouth. Yeah, I no.
Look
Y'all see what Mariah Man said, right?
Wait,
my bad, homie.
Oh my Lord.
She said a lot of lies during sex.
Oh Lord Jesus, y'all are hilarious.
All right, let's end on this one. I don't know why this is a red flag, but it said women who ask for nothing get everything. Red flag.
I don't think it's a red flag, but I think that's true. Honestly.
Wait, hold on. What, the saying is a red? What about that's a red flag?
I think the saying they saying that the saying is a red flag.
No, that ain't true, because women who don't ask for nothing don't get everything. Generally, women who ask for nothing get nothing.
Closed mouths don't get fed.
That's right. Ask for what you want, sis. Women who ask for nothing get nothing, end up mad because they got nothing and now they bitter. Then they be in the comment section talking about, nah, women who ask for nothing get nothing. Are you crazy? And let's just dispel this. The people who be talking about, where Mariah go?
She keep managing.
But let's just dispel this myth. The whole women who ask for nothing get nothing. No. And this whole, I don't have no expectations. I do. I have an expectation. Honey, when I go into prayer with the Lord, I have an expectation. So you better believe with people I deal with, there is an expectation. If I can't expect something from you, what am I doing it for? Like, I have an expectation when I flip my light switch, the light is gonna come on. Okay. I have an expectation for everything in my life. And I think that we get expectation and entitlement confused a lot of times. But if you don't have an expectation, why are you doing it? You expect when you start a business, it's going to be profitable. And I don't know why we've made expectation like this dirty word, like, oh my God, expectation and entitlement is two different things. And y'all better start expecting something.
Right.
That's why a lot of people don't get results in their life. If y'all really want to talk about that, we can come to my masterclass on that. But I don't agree with him. Like, I don't have expectation because I do.
Right. And
I do. Simple as that. You don't have an expectation. That's why, you're like, oh, I hung out with this guy, I cooked for him, I fed him, I did all these things for 2 years, and then he went and got married to somebody in 6 months because you didn't have no expectation, sis. You was out here winging it. You're gonna come to me in Mariah's masterclass about that. Don't be out here winging it, sis.
Okay,
asking what his credit score is on the first date ain't the way, but out here winging it, that's not the way neither.
Clee says she doesn't ask for anything her ego won't allow her to. And I think that's something that happens often as well. A lot of women have this very high independent role. I used to be that person. I used to feel like I was so independent. I didn't want to ask for anything. I could do it myself. So I kind of feel you on that, Clee, but it does have to get to a point that we have to put that ego to the side, especially if it's somebody that you're really talking to and care about. And just, I always tell people, and I'm just gonna be crazy, I never bluntly ask for stuff. Instead of asking, can you get my nails done, I would say stuff like, oh, I sure need my nails done. It's almost like it was a test. And I never was that person to say, will you pay to get my nails done, or will you pay to get my hair done? I'll kind of bring it up in topic of like, oh, I sure need my hair done, or I got this video shop appointment next Friday. And that was kind of like, yo, cute, but that's kind of
terrible.
That's kind of terrible.
But I love you. So I have this question. Is that not manipulation? If you want something, is that manipulation?
It might be but I was still torn between not wanting to bluntly, I was still battling between the ego thing of like not wanting to ask at all, and maybe I should kind of just hint because I feel like this is what they're supposed to be doing, because I was kind of like Clee. I didn't want to ask. I've been getting my hair done, my nails done by myself anyway, so it was kind of hard for me to ask. It's different now, but I definitely can relate to what she's saying because that used to be me, and I used to kind of just be like, oh, I get my hair done. Well, how are you today? Oh, I'm good. I gotta go get my hair done next Friday, and then I would just hope or expect. We were talking about expectations that person would just be like, oh, okay. Well, how much is your hair? I can pay for it. Which might have been manipulation. So I just, like you said earlier, you definitely should have expectations, and if you want something, closed mouth don't get fed. So I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, Dwayne, love you too, buddy. Oren, good to see you in the building. Go ahead.
I get on my kids. I hate when my kids do that. Like my daughter, she used to do this thing where she's like, oh, I sure would like to. And I tell my kids all the time, ask for what you want. Don't, oh, I wish I could have some extra time. Like, are you crazy? Ask for what you want. Be bold, because if you don't ask, you're not going to get it. And the worst I could tell you if you ask me is no. I don't want my kids to be afraid of that. But I can also say that that's something that I have to like even get used to, which is crazy, which was all saying like, oh, is that manipulation? Because, I'm not used to having to ask for anything, because before it was like, I never had to ask a man to do something. Like they just gonna do it. Certain things when it comes to like providing and things like that. But what I've gotten, especially from like being in my relationship now, is I cannot hold him accountable for something I didn't ask him for. Like that's ridiculous, because I have an expectation, and how am I going to hold you accountable to a secret Negro meeting I didn't have in my head? Like
my God,
do this, but I never asked you for it. And then when you don't do it, now I'm mad, and now you looking at me crazy, and you should be. So it's just like me. So now
hold that thought right quick, Tashana. Listen, y'all, we're gonna keep talking, but y'all see it on the screen. If you want to be a blessing, if you want to throw a tip, if you want to throw a donation, a seed, whatever you call it, what I do is I take care of my graphics person, and now if there's something left over, I send both of them something, and I keep the extra and use it for investments on what we're doing. So if you think this is a dope show, if you're enjoying the content, if you rock with me, listen, sow into the Cash App, donate to the Cash App, tip the Cash App, or the PayPal. Someone asked for the PayPal out of the country. They said they don't have Cash App there. In Canada, I think so. In Canada, they said they don't have Cash App. So put your PayPal up, Frank. That's what they told me to do. And so that's what I did. So the Cash App or the PayPal, bless it tonight. I'm going to throw a number out. Just 10, 20, or 30. Whatever your level is, you want to sow into the Cash App. do it now. Go ahead, Tashiana. Finish your thoughts.
I don't know what I was saying, but what what
I
I'm
knew
learning
you was gonna say
You said
it.
you used to
is
ask
to
for
just
nothing.
ask for what I want. And sometimes, because let me tell you this, I know that I'm a big crybaby. Like I'm a big crybaby. Like I get to be that way with my dude. But it also takes like, because when he first met me, he didn't know that. He didn't get that. And so now I just tell him like, I don't want to be by myself. Some days I just want to be up under him. But that's taking me to get to a place because like what I've learned about me is nobody taught me how to be a single mom with kids. All I saw was marriage, love, healthy relationships. So now it was like, oh, nobody taught me how to do certain things. And, now he's just like, you better not touch that door. Why you taking out the trash? And some people, it's not a big deal, but I've had to like be the man of my house, the head of my household because I didn't have that. And so now having a dude, it's like, oh, I gotta work on that. You know what I'm saying? And somebody says something in the comment like, oh, can you submit to or follow a dude who's younger than you? Yeah, you can, because I'm doing it. Like, I mean, and my friends who are on here, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, y'all gonna give me some time. Y'all better not inbox me after this. But my dude is in charge. You heard it here first. I said it.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Listen, thank y'all. Those of you who are sewing, giving, donating, tipping, I appreciate y'all so much. It's going off one after another. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm gonna get more. Well, I guess I get both of y'all some frankly speaking wine glasses because both of y'all drink wine, right? Well, you do. Tashiana do every
Now and then.
6 months.
Sure.
Yeah. And so we gonna make it happen, man. Thank y'all. Thank y'all again. The Cash App, PayPal is on the screen. I appreciate you all so much. Real quick. And I'm gonna give it 7 more minutes. Real quick.
Let's touch on it.
Are we the culture? We have 3 black people represented here. We have a whole comment section of people. Are we counseling R. Kelly or no?
Yes.
Oh God.
Yeah. We're absolutely canceling him. Let me tell you this. I'm gonna say this really quickly. Not canceling R. Kelly for me is like wanting the wedding without caring about the marriage. Like we not canceling him. Why? Because he didn't step in the name of love and we remind him of his G. No. I feel like he's inappropriate. Okay. It's not okay. So people talking about his artistry again, trying to separate his artistry from his acts is again like the woman who is more concerned about the wedding than the marriage. Like, nigga, I don't care about your songs. Are you crazy? So y'all already know if y'all ever come to anything at my house, we not playing R. Kelly. We not. I don't know. He's nasty. We not playing him. People have talked about him and Bill Cosby. I don't think him and Bill Cosby are the same. Maybe it is, but I don't think so because I feel like with Bill Cosby's situation back in the day, women, you knew what was up when he was hitting you up. Quaaludes is like whatever the drug of choice is today. Y'all went there. He hit that. You knew he was hitting that. That was consensual. There, I don't know nothing about no underage women, but R. Kelly with these underage women, I don't care nothing about you talking about them being fast and all this other stuff. We know that children are impressionable, especially if they have a goal and a dream and they feel like you can get them there. R. Kelly, he can again kick rocks. I hope he drops the soap several times. He's inappropriate. He's got daughters. We're never playing none of his music at my house. He's canceled. He's X'd out. I don't care nothing about his artistry. Boom, period, bow, and wow, and wow. That's how I feel about him. Now. Now.
Bounce, 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 bounce.
We should did this at the beginning of the show.
You're
'Cause
like
we,
the supporter who played. You're like the supporter who played Step in the Name of Love when the prosecutors were walking in the courtroom.
Rolling that body, got it. Okay, look, I'm just gonna be 100% honest, and I know they're probably gonna be mad. Tashiana, we still friends forever, girl, but
Forever and ever.
it's just really hard. It's almost the business and personal. Do I think R. Kelly, like somebody said in the comments, I think they said we're canceling Robert, not R. Kelly. And I do agree with that. I feel like whatever he did personally, I totally think he was wrong. I actually caught up on the documentary on Netflix and I was like, oh my God, it's ridiculous. But at the same time, even when he was doing these things, we were bounce. When he was in the middle of doing these things, did we know? No, but we do now. And I just feel like we have to mix business. We can't mix business with personal. A lot of those songs I saw my family members get married to. I had plenty of family reunions to that music. Am I going deliberately to my playlist and playing R. Kelly? No. But if I'm at the FedEx Forum and it's halftime of the Memphis Madness and they play R. Kelly, I'm almost for sure positive that me and all my family gone, this the remix of Ignition, How to Freshen the Kitchen. You know what I mean? It's just hard to not do it when you were raised on it and you know every word to every song. I remember going to Disney World singing Chocolate Factory album, and is what he did wrong? Yes, but look at so many other artists, you know, cheating, molestation, drug abuse, overdose. We still listen to all these people, gangs, all of this stuff. So I just, in my opinion, it's just really hard to just fully cancel this man when I was brought up on him. I'm not judging anybody who wants to cancel him. That's your preference. But it's really hard. It's hard to, you know, it's so many different artists now that do a lot of stuff that we don't know anything about. And we're jamming their music, you know. So it's like, I do know and I am aware and I don't like what he did and I don't support what he did and I really hate that. And I do wish he drops the soap, just like you said. But as far as his music, it's just, I have so many memories, even recorded, of him bringing people together, you know. So it's really hard for me. So I'm just gonna have to just.
I mean, Hitler brought people together, sis.
I'm gonna have to bounce this way.
yeah, yeah. I don't think I'm counseling R. Kelly either, Tashiana. I ain't gonna be able to do it.
Oh my God!
I ain't gonna be able to do it. I ain't gonna be able to do it.
I can't believe y'all.
Yes.
Regina said, where was the parents? And you know what? I feel like that too, because even Tashiana, come on now, you're not going to know. Your kids aren't going to be on a tour bus with nobody because you're overprotective and you're unaware and you're a great parent. In the same way with me. So when I was watching those documentaries, I'm not going to lie. A lot of me was saying, even though he's very much so responsible for his actions, a lot of me was saying, where was these people, mamas and daddies? Where were your parents at 12, 13? I could not imagine. So I do not give him a pass for what he did, but I do ask myself, like, where were the parents?
My take, just strictly on the music front, is for most of the things we use, whether it comes to products, clothes, foods that were invented. A lot of these things were invented and created by people who hate black people. We still use them. We don't throw those away. It's impossible to throw it all away. Some stuff.
Once I find out about it, I'm not dealing with it. Tommy Hilfiger.
Exactly.
No.
I never wear Tommy again. But there is a space, I think, from disconnecting a lot of times the person from the work. I think when it comes to music is a very different thing for me. Music is a very different thing for me than something I would wear. It's just different for me. So yeah, that's we really could go, but we don't have time. We really could deal on this another 45 minutes. We really could. But yeah, Tashiana ain't trying to hear none of that, Joe. What's up, Joe?
No, I'm not trying to hear none of this. I'm not trying to hear none of that because it's one thing if you don't know something, but it's like once you know, then what you gonna do? Like what is you gonna do?
Do you listen to Chris Brown?
I mean,
Whitney overdosed, right? Drug addiction.
But see, like that's what I'm saying. Overdosing and then messing with kids, it's like two different things. Like that's your personal choice.
It totally is. But did you cut her off for what she did, or you agree with it?
No, I don't agree with her overdosing because I still wanted to hear Auntie Whitney. But Mariah, you as an adult choosing to do crack, cocaine, whatever, right? Is different for me than you as an adult giving it to children because they're impressionable, right? It's like if that child wants to get grown and make those choices, okay, I don't have to agree with it. We're friends, co-hosts and whatnot. We don't agree on everything. But I just feel like when you start putting yourself in a position to take advantage of children, like I'm good on you. Like I'm good on you. No problem.
See, I think a lot of people knew what he did with Aaliyah, but a lot of his hits came after the whole Aaliyah thing. Chocolate Factory, all of those hits came after Aaliyah. Why did people give him a pass in the first place? People knew they underlooked a lot of stuff that he was doing in the beginning. Aaliyah was a perfect example.
I guess
I was really young when that happened. But even looking back now, it's like they gave him a pass then because he came out with I Believe I Can Fly. And so people was like,
I don't care about none of that. And I guess that's where I'm different because y'all probably really gonna get mad at me because I'm gonna say this. If I never heard an R. Kelly song again, I wouldn't be mad. I feel like forget that Negro.
I wouldn't be mad neither, but if he come on the song, girl, I can't lie. I'm gonna probably be like, dang, I can think of a specific time where I was like, I remember all these words.
Forget him.
What about Michael Jackson?
What about him? Like I'll tell you, I don't know. I'll be honest, and maybe y'all can correct me. I just remember the little vanilla boy saying that he did something to him.
Okay? It was multiple.
I'm just saying, right? And this is
where multiple.
But this is where it gets tricky for me, okay? Because with Michael Jackson, I'm like, did he really bother these people? Or is he a victim of having his childhood taken away? So in his mind, in certain areas, he was still a kid. I don't know how I feel about that. And it's touchy for me. I just from watching.
No, because if that's the case, we can say that Robert was molested as a kid, and that's why he did.
I mean, maybe he was, but the difference with him, I feel like he blatantly lied. Just listening to the victim. This is just my perspective. Just listening to the victims and understanding how things were. Parents were definitely responsible because, like you said, I'm not sending my kids will tell you right now. Like I could count on one hand the number of people my children have spent the night with, and don't fill them up. And two of them people is they daddy and my mother. Okay. So there's that part, but I don't know. There's just, for me, something about that whole R. Kelly situation that just seems nasty.
All right, y'all. We got to cut it. Listen, thank y'all for being a part of this show yet again tonight. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. We will see you again next week, the same time, Wednesday night at 9 p.m. We appreciate you so much. This has indeed been Frankly Speaking. Last words, ladies.
I've had a great time.
Yeah, R. Kelly.
It's 2 against 1. I think we speak for the culture. We ain't canceling R. Kelly.
But no, I just want to say thank you. I've had a great night tonight. I always have a great night with you all. I'm so happy to be here. The topics tonight was amazing. I'm so excited that we had our first caller tonight. That was dope. And he actually was a really, like Tashiana said, he wasn't like an angry person. So I appreciate that. And even in the comments, everybody was super involved tonight. So I appreciate that. And I cannot wait to see y'all and them next week on Wednesday. And Tashiana, you look amazing tonight, girl.
Well, thank you, girl. And I guess we should end on the comment that says, somebody said, God didn't cancel me, so I'm not canceling.
Thank God for grace. Thank God for grace. Listen, y'all, do me a favor. Do us just one favor. Next week, between now and next week, just do me this favor. If you really rock with me, if you really rock with us, tell 3 people about the show that's never seen the show. Just tell 3 people about the show. And next week, when it comes time for the show, send them the link to the show. All right. Just bring 3 people with you. That's all I ask. Next Wednesday, bring 3 people with you. And next week, I want y'all to be prepared. I might take it up a notch. Next week, we might not just do a call-in. Next week, we might do an actual random physical guest. All right. So if you want to come on the show, make sure you all done up. You got your wine. You're ready. You're sitting pretty, because you might be the one that gets a chance to come on the show. All right. Sound good? All right, y'all. Love y'all. Peace out. Until next week.
Good night.
Good night.
Y'all know I'm doing everything. I gotta take us out right. Hold on. Here we go. All right. Here we go.